ever thought of what life would be like if you never had to pay for another McDonald's meal ever again? You've probably heard that McDonald's is giving away the chance to win free food for life. But did you know that it might not mean what you think it does? With a McGold card, all your mouth-watering dreams will finally come true. In this Foodspiracy, we will be talking about everything you need to know about McDonald's McGold card, the history behind it, all the celebrities who currently have and previously had this very special card, and how you can get one for yourself. I'm sure you're dying to know, so let's put our alien conspiracy cream right here. The McGold card is actually a scam. You see, the card says for life, but you'd probably have to die earlier than expected to really enjoy it. But what does this mean? If you're curious to know, stick around till the end and you just might find the answer, as well as something far more shocking. Okay, let's face it, the possibility of never-ending McDonald's is mind-boggling. I mean, think about it. You'll never have to pay for another mouth-watering Big Mac or fries again. I don't know about you, but the thought of that sounds pretty exciting. You know how Willy Wonka gave us those golden tickets?
The lucky finder of this golden ticket from Mr. Willy Wonka.
Well, it looks like old buddy Mac borrowed a page from his book and is now giving out their very own McGold card, which grants you free food for life. The catch is that Willy Wonka loved chocolates and aliens, while McDonald's is just a clown. But we'll get to why that is in a second. At this point, from the name alone, you must be thinking, how can a card like this even be real? Well, it does exist, but it's not what you think it is. Believe it or not, McDonald's does have a for life card. If you're born in Disneyland, you'll get free entry for life. So if you're born in McDonald's, you'll get free food for life. Or not. After rapper Big Sean admitted to eating Chipotle every day, they wasted no time in sending him a Chipotle celebrity card that allowed him to eat free food for a year. And then there's everyone's favorite redheaded singer Ed Sheeran's love for Nando's, earning him a black card, which gets him free food and soft drinks. Imagine our very own aliens conspiracy card to get all the dinosaur brains. That's going to be way better than heart attack-inducing McDonald's. Even their eggs and veggie stuffed breakfast burritos are miles away from being healthy. Similarly, Burger King gives their faves a little burger crown card just to keep them feeling and eating like royalty. Heck, some guy from Colorado named James Kuntz got the Subway Series logo tattooed on his own back, and now he gets free sandwiches for life. But we're not here to talk about Mexican food or what burger would fit better in a king's mouth, because McDonald's has to be playing with our feelings and our stomachs with a strap. Yes, McDonald's, patriarch of clown-themed food and Happy Meals, have their own sans tattoo free food gift, and it's fishier than a pro-bass shop. Originally known as Be Our Guest cards, McDonald's for Life cards are actually a huge conspiracy. While we know all you need to do to get an Eat Here free card from other fast food giants is to be famous enough for an "Oh gee, I love eating here" tweet to mean something, no one actually knows how to get a piece of what has to be one of McDonald's greatest gifts since the Rick and Morty themed Szechuan sauce. In fact, their McGold card is such a mystery that it was even referred to as an ancient secret. Now, if that doesn't sound like it's supposed to be on the History Channel, I don't know what does. From the looks of it, only the ultra-rich and famous have managed to snag one of these puppies because nothing says, I need a way to afford my meals more than being a mega billionaire. Ray Kroc, McDonald's founder, was known to play Burger Santa by gifting out Be Our Guest cards to whoever he felt like at whatever time. But the first known instance of this we can find was in 1965 when the mayor of St. Louis was given one to mark the unveiling of the Gateway Arch. Since then, the McGold card has been given to the likes of Bill Gates, Rob Lowe, Warren Buffett, and, this isn't even a joke, the King of Sweden. Well, at least we know even Swedish royalty can't resist a good old McChicken. So, if the McGold is such a cranium-cracking conundrum, why are we talking about it? How can the non-royal, non-billionaires of the world even dream of getting one? Well, rejoice and be merry because we have good news. You don't have to be crowned or be an extremely humble 11-year-old boy from Wonkaville to win the ultimate prize of being able to eat free McDonald's for life. Last year, for the first time ever, McDonald's gave their hungry customers a chance to win one of the elusive McGold cards. To sweeten the deal, the card isn't only good for the winner, it's good for the winner and 3 other their friends. Imagine your three besties eating all the McNuggets, ice cream, and fries they want for the rest of your life. They'll become the three little pigs. But if the promise of eating endless Big Macs, Egg McMuffins, and McRibs without little people singing about what a bad kid you are sounds a little bit too much like a dream for it to be real, then you're right. It's not. Obviously, with the nutrition values in McDonald's food being enough to leave you fat and sick in the hospital dying, we wouldn't want it to be real anyway, so we're lucky in that regard. The deal is, the card itself is real, but the offer is covered with enough fryer grease to make you think twice about reaching for it. Aliens were right. McDonald's Big Beautiful Golden Goose is a big beautiful golden scam. And we read the fine print and translated from dinosaur to let you know exactly what that is. For starters, McDonald's heralds the McGold card as free food from their restaurants for life. But if you stop drooling for a second and look closely at the prize listing, you'll see that what you're actually getting is a gift card worth a total of $1,040 a year for 50 years. That already knocks the for life part right out of the deal. But what actually plucks a few feathers off this goose is the next part. McDonald's doesn't think you're going to live long at all. You can only enter for a chance to win if you're a 16 years old or older U.S. resident, and if you do get a McGold card in your spry teenage years, McDonald's only expects you to use it until you're 66. Seems kind of suspicious that Big M thinks you're going to kick the bucket a whole 11 years before the national average life expectancy. What are you putting in those burgers, Ronald? Should we be worried? Aliens want to eat your brains, and eating McDonald's is definitely going to rot your brains because they want you ordering McDonald's from your grave. They definitely don't think aliens live very long, so they need you saving up cents to pay the poor delivery guy driving to the graveyard with burgers in his trunk. So, the McDonald's for Life card is actually a McDonald's for less than a life card. But does it end there, aliens? Of course not. If it did, we wouldn't be making an entire video about it. $1,040 a year might seem like enough chicken nuggets and egg sandwiches to have you needing a free diarrhea medicine card along with that McGold, but you're actually not going to be eating McDonald's every day for 50 years. You're supposed to cash that card in by spending $20 per week. And if you're thinking, well, that's enough red tape to wrap every Christmas present I'll ever buy, there's even more. Because they want you to use that weekly $20 allowance on either one full meal or 2 meals in 2 visits. Other than that, you have to pay for every other meal like the rest of us McGold cardless paupers. So even McDonald's doesn't want you eating at their restaurants every single day. Maybe they're trying to avoid a lawsuit from the ER. So we're not getting free McDonald's for life. We're not even getting it for every day of the week. This golden ticket already looks more bronze than anything, but if we're sure you're still thinking, it'd be cool to have one just for bragging rights. Who wouldn't want to brag about getting to eat for free at the same restaurant chain that Queen Elizabeth II owned 2 of? Well, hate to break it to you aliens, but the worth of the McGold isn't enough to brag about, and it's only going to get worse from here. Because one thing McDonald's definitely accounted for, one thing they knew the average burger lover won't read the fine print for, is inflation. If you do some basic math on that $20 a week against the price of the average McDonald's menu, you'd notice that the food items there with tax are gonna burn $20 faster than fire on good old Ronald's hair. Most items cost more than $2.85, and if you cough up a few cents for tax, your $20 is only gonna get you one simple sandwich and one order of fries, but definitely not both, and definitely not one of those juicy deluxe meals with a fun little toys. And with the way things are going, your McGold is going to be worth McNothing in 50 years. If you need a clear picture of how bad this is, the Big Mac was only 45 cents when it debuted in 1967, and as of 2022, the price of the same delicious burger sits on the whopping price of $5.93. Running everything we know so far over, we know we're not getting free McDonald's for life, and we know we're definitely not going to be getting a card that'll be worth the $1,040 price tag for much longer. So what's the point of even entering to win one? Imagine you eat this food for 50 years like McDonald's fever. Then aliens can't eat your brains after you die. Too bad that can happen since it's all a scam, but that doesn't mean you still can't get some money. We've figured out how to beat McDonald's at their cheeky little scam without having to eat junk every week or counting pennies. And because we know you want in on this, we're going to tell you how exactly to cash out on that sweet clown money before it's too late. McDonald's might say their McGold card is the ultimate prize at the end of a chocolate factory trip, but we know better than that. What most people don't know is that McDonald's squeezed in a second prize where we weren't supposed to see it through McNuggets tinted glasses. What is that prize, you're asking? Well, Foodspirators, it's a nice clean check for $50,960. To sweeten the deal, since McDonald's actually knows their legal stuff, they've included an extra $22,285 to that $50K to offset tax. So when the contract says you're getting $50,000, you're actually getting just that. $50,000 beats a shoddy $1,040 per year, and if you want to actually make some serious money, then don't spend it on a genuine titanium fork. Instead, invest the money. And no, we don't mean in shady NFTs or that guy on Reddit telling you he's an oil baron with bank issues. Forget about the empty McGold card. Take that check and invest in a high-yield savings account or real estate if you're that bold. And with an average appreciation rate of 3.3%, you're looking at a clean $51,650 a year. And by the end of the 50 years McDonald's thinks you're going to live for, you'll be coasting through life with $2,582,500 in your bank account. That's way more McFlurries than a measly card would get you. So there you have our aliens Foodspiracy, the secret to McDonald's power, or at least the secret to their most prized possession, and we didn't even need to go to space to figure it out. The entire McGold card conspiracy is a susceptible to inflation, multi-rule, half-truth scam, but that doesn't mean you don't get to walk out with enough money to fatten your pockets, even if you can't fill your bellies. Now you know how to beat them at their own game. Are you going to challenge the crown, take the card, and stuff yourself with burgers till you finally die from clogged arteries? Or are you going to take their money, invest it, and get rich eating aliens' food?